because of the fact that the coronavirus outbreak itself, despite small second waves here and there, remains pretty well under control in Japan, and the state of emergency has been lifted, we are seeing a pretty decent pickup in June consumption. I think the question, though, is what happens after this temporary reopening rebound. And I think the outlook is going to be very weak, especially in parts of personal consumption that rely on human interactions, like restaurants, amusement parks, bars. A whole part of services consumption, I think, is going to remain well below normal for at least the next several years. And I think that's going to weigh on the economic recovery as well.
Izumi, do you think this warrants more action then from the side of stimulus? We all know the Bank of Japan is fairly limited in what they can do, but what about on the fiscal side of town?
Yeah, I think that the Bank of Japan has already done a lot in terms of financing and liquidity support, and they have signaled that they're going to wait and see how things play out for the time being. I think where more can be done is fiscal policy. We've had 2 large supplementary budget packages. That's a good start, and the initial response was very aggressive. But I don't think this is the time to let up on the fiscal support because of the first signs of recovery. Again, that's just a reopening, purely mechanical rebound. So we are expecting at least 2 more supplementary budget packages, the next one likely in the fall. I think the next package is going to have to focus less so on just pure income support, which was very useful during the shutdown, but more so on stimulating consumption and investment, because that's something that the existing stimulus package don't really include.
And how much support and help are you expecting on that front in terms of numbers? Do you have any sense on how much would the government as well as the authorities in general want to pump in?
Yeah, so they've already done a tremendous amount of stimulus, probably 10% of GDP if you just look at central government financing. We think that in the next package it is going to be smaller probably on a headline basis than the first 2 packages, but I would say, at least 5-10 trillion would be probably the starting point for what kind of package you should expect. And keep in mind also that the government is going to be dealing with a pretty big tax revenue shortfall. So there's going to have to be another package just purely addressing the revenue hole in the coming months as well.